will basically and purely, ladies and gentlemen, also be able to realize the potential power of this amazing, incredible opportunity we have called the Royal Q, all right? And so without delay, allow me take you through our presentation today. Okay. All right. So before we get started, I basically believe I need to give you a simple understanding of the greatest idea of cryptocurrency and how this came into play for us today to be talking about this incredible opportunity of Royal Q that we are talking about today. So if you don't know about cryptocurrency, I believe I needed to first give you a clear, intensive picture about crypto so that you can have a clear understanding of what cryptocurrency is all about and why do we make a decision to emphasize the power of these crypto assets. All right, so you allow me share my screen, and basically and purely I will be taking you through our presentation, and later I'll go into how to trade. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, a brief introduction about cryptocurrencies. What are cryptocurrencies? These are digital assets. When I talk about a digital asset, I'm talking about one that has value and has no centralized control. It means that this digital asset that I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is an asset that has value. And not only is it that the asset has value, it has no centralized control. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, it is not controlled by any bank. It's not controlled by any government. It is basically and purely, ladies and gentlemen, one that you can access on an open source. And the security of these assets happens on what we call a blockchain. And what's a blockchain? A blockchain is a secure and hack-proof method of store of information. It's a secure and hack-proof method of store of information. So basically and purely, blockchain is this area where you are storing information. And this crypto market space we are talking about has a global crypto market of over $1 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. And its daily crypto market volume is over 50 billion US dollars. Now, why did we invite you here? We invited you here to look at a plan, to look at this amazing, incredible plan that you can be able to tap into the $50 billion. And one of the ways that we are going to expound in the next few minutes with you, ladies and gentlemen, is this amazing way, what we call crypto trading. And before I get started into breaking down the idea for you, ladies and gentlemen, you can basically see that because the crypto space is a hack-proof method of store of information, you can purely and significantly see, ladies and gentlemen, that different companies all over the world have decided to involve themselves into this incredible, amazing opportunity of cryptocurrency. And what have they done, basically? Basically, you can see that companies like Alphabet have decided to invest over $1,506 million You can also basically see these other companies like BlackRock. They've invested, ladies and gentlemen, let me try to block these messages. Sorry for that. They've basically invested over $1,170.7 million. Morgan Stanley, $1,110 million. Samsung, $979.26 million. Goldman Sachs, $696 million. PayPal, 600. And so, ladies and gentlemen, many companies all over the world are taking up a decision to involve themselves into blockchain companies. And because it's a hack-proof method of storing information, as we speak today, we really have different companies that are into the blockchain. We have Fireblocks, Dap Labs, Voltage, Psycho, FTX, so many companies, so many all over the world. And why are they making decisions, ladies and gentlemen? They have taken time to understand what you're going to listen to in this video.
Over 40% of the adult population and more than 2 billion people worldwide are outside of the banking system today, limiting many to a state of poverty and discouragement. This is a major problem in the world today. However, challenging times are also the most powerful times, as they make us creative, searching for newer and better solutions. The current banking system was developed over 60 years ago, but newborn ideas and innovative technology has opened the door to a financial evolution that holds the power to transform our entire world. The money we use today is called fiat currency. The term came out of the idea that a claim check or a dollar was backed up by gold.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve asset.
This changed in the 70s when the U.S. government canceled the direct convertibility of the U.S. dollar to gold. No fiat currency has ever retained its value over time, and the principle is easy. Every time the central bank prints more currency, the currency we have in our pockets loses its value and is called inflation. After years of inflation, overloaned markets, and irresponsible, unregulated financial management, the consequences were huge and finally led to the financial crisis of 2008. A crisis that was also the beginning of a great financial evolution. Cryptocurrency was born. The idea of cryptocurrency was to create a new currency that was free from inflation and based on the same principles as gold, where supply and demand is creating the value. An idea based on the perks of technological advancement that could provide us much faster, cheaper, and more secure transactions. Since then, a lot has happened, and around a decade later, cryptocurrency has started to impact our entire world.
Do you think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually?
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better.
It's legally seen as a commodity in the United States, while in the European Union, it's classified as an asset. Today, all major banks have realized the impact this type of currency will have on our monetary system, and banks around the world are now looking for innovative ways to implement cryptocurrency underlying technology, the blockchain, in the existing banking system. Cryptocurrency is still a new concept to a lot of people, but the innovation is becoming an accepted new form of money.
All right. Like you have been able to hear from the video above, like you have been able to hear from the video above that I've just played, you can basically and purely hear by yourselves. You can basically and purely hear by yourselves that there is power in cryptocurrency. There is this amazing authoritative way that is happening into the crypto world. And the reason why this is happening sorry for that. I was disconnecting because someone was giving me a call, so I'm trying to clear the air. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this is happening is simple.
The blockchain that holds the power to transform not only our monetary system, but the whole way we operate in society today. Not many people believed in the internet 30 years ago. Today, around 40% of the world's population is connected to the World Wide Web. In 1995, it was less than 1.
Now, the reason why we invited you here is basically to look one of the best ways of making money from cryptocurrency, and this is what we call crypto trading. And crypto trading is the buying and selling of cryptocurrency. As simple as that. Now, when do we buy? We buy when these assets are low and sell when these assets are high. So how can we basically sell? We can basically sell using a quantitative trading tool called RoyalQ. And like you see it here, it has the power to consistently give you profit depending on which type of decision you are going to make tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if we look at websites like cryptomarketcap.com, we find that the number of coins we have into the crypto market space are over 20,000 coins. And these are bought and sold on exchanges that are over 509. And so on these 509, we see that the global crypto market, or the total amount of money into the market, is over $1 trillion. And so that being explained, RoyalQ has sat down and looked at mainly 4 exchanges that are leading in the market: Binance, Huobi, Coinbase, and Indodax for our brothers and sisters in Indonesia. And so, how does this robot work? The name of the robot, or this artificial intelligent robot, is called RoyalQ. It's a cryptocurrency trading that uses an intelligent software. So what is it and how does it work? So RoyalQ trades in Binance, Huobi, or Coinbase Pro, or Indodax. You can have all the 4 exchanges connected to your robot. So here is RoyalQ and here are the exchanges. So they communicate to one another through a system we call API. And API stands for Application Programming Interface, where you give the instructions to the robot in the robot, and it will go in your exchanger and do what you have instructed. That's why we say it's a semi-auto trading bot. When we say the word semi-auto, it means that it gives the instructions, or it does what you have told it to do. It does what you have told it to do. Now, what does it do? It trades cryptocurrencies. It buys them when they are low and sells them when they are high. And during also this time, as it's buying and selling, it also monitors the market for you. So now it prevents this idea of you sleeping in the market to monitor the market all the time. Now, why do we decide to use Binance, Huobi, Coinbase Pro, or Indodax? 1, these store and trade crypto assets for us. 2, they are high. It is only you who has this account that can withdraw or transfer, only you. Meaning the business is safe, the business is efficient, and the business is automated. it can be put on automation. You instruct your robot and you don't need to sleep on the market. So like I'm going to take you through in the next few steps. Now, so this is RoyoQ. It trades in your Binance account through what we call API, Application Programming Interface. So the API is provided by Binance. So it allows the two applications to talk to each other. So when it talks to each other, it allows it to buy and to sell and also monitor the market, meaning it is safe. So it cannot withdraw nor transfer your assets. That's how safe your funds are, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So how does the robot trade and where does the robot trade? Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many markets into the crypto space that are found in Binance, Huobi, Coinbase, and Indodex. We have ETFs and so many other markets. But the robot only trades cryptocurrency in the spot market. Now, why do we say the spot market and not other markets? Because it's a one-way market. Julius, what do you mean by one-way market? We buy these assets on the spot and sell on the spot. For the years that, for the last 13 years that crypto has been present, we understand that the market usually goes down and usually the market recovers. For all times, the market has gone down and the market also recovers. So when do we make the profit? We basically make the profit when we are able to buy low and sell high. So the robot is really configured in such a way that as the market is going down, it keeps on buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, so that when the market rises, the robot can sell. The beauty is no margin calls. Those that have done margin trading, you understand that with this type of trading, we are talking about the spot, buying at the spot and selling at the spot. There is no loss. Why? Because when we buy our assets and the market goes down, once the market rises, our robot can be able to sell and our profit can basically and purely go in an amazing way, very, very high, and we can profit hugely, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what has RoyoQ solved in the marketplace? Because before we brag about how it can trade in the spot market, we need to know what has the robot solved in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, the robot has solved the manual market tracking methods. The manual market tracking methods involve into what you call candlestick and chart reading, trading lines and indicators, news, but most dangerously, the human emotions. Because once you provide the instructions to the robot has no feelings, the robot has no emotions, and the robot will be able to go into the market, buy when the market's low, and sell when the market is high. Rather than you, the human person, who at times feel like you are losing, because so many people have a misinterpretation in the market. They say cryptocurrency is not good. The reason is they buy when the market is high, and once the market gets low, they sell, and they keep on losing. Why? Because they are humans. But once you provide the instruction to the robot never sells at loss. Hello, if you are still following, give me some thumbs up. You're enjoying our session tonight. You are still following, give me some thumbs up. You're enjoying the session, you are learning, you are equipping yourself with some few knowledge Maybe you are new and you are learning, give me some thumbs up. If you are still loving, let me get some love hearts. You're enjoying the session. You're enjoying the session. All right. Like I promised at the end of the call, starting, I think today, we are going to go more dynamic. I'm going to take you through how now you will use your robot to drastically and purely rocket down the line. All right. Now, the ability to profit is between 0.5 to 5% every single day. Now, this has two main factors. It will depend on your capital, and ladies and gentlemen, and on the performance of the market. So this tutorial will explain to you into application, how do you easily connect your RoyalQ to your Binance. This tutorial that is found into our application will also teach you, ladies and gentlemen, how to connect your RoyalQ to your Huobi account. Now, basically, after you have connected, the robot will immediately start buying and selling. So it looks at the market is low, it buys. The market is high, it sells. Basically, that's how the robot works. And as a team, like I'm going to show you, we also have been able to set up a training system. A training system, ladies and gentlemen, that every single day we teach you how to basically use your application. And from Monday, ladies and gentlemen, to Saturday, we every single day have a different topic we teach you to make sure that you learn how to basically use the application. Now, why should everybody have the RoyalQ application? Ladies and gentlemen, all over the world for the last over now close to 18 months down the line, RoyalQ has over 1.5 million users all over the world. And this has basically been able to accumulate over $117 million in over 200 countries worldwide. And so, people who are helping, people who are telling friends about this RoyalQ opportunity, are they having some rewards? The magnificent and the power that I'm going to explain you into the last 30 minutes on how powerful this robot is. The question is, people who go outside there to tell friends about this RoyalQ opportunity, what is it in for them? What is it in for us? All right. Basically, let me start with this, then I go to how you are going to use your robot. Ladies and gentlemen, immediately you activate your robot with 120. This is annual, meaning the robot will buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days in a year, with the one single payment of $120. Now, if it's me who has told you about this robot, and you have activated, on the $120, I will be paid $30. The first time I was told about this, I became very, very excited. Why? Because I looked at my personal salary that I was getting from my medical field world, and I said, all right, I went to school, studied for so many years, and I have a medical background. So if I speak to 10 friends, and each one activates their robot, I'll have $300. Now, this was a little bit exciting, but then I said, but once they will have the robot, what will be my next benefit? RoyalQ has a very good service. It says, on every profit you make, to enable it maintain the application, keep on developing it time over time, like you'll see, it says on every profit you'll make, RoyalQ will give you what you call gas fee. And the gas fee is basically 20%. And it is 20% of what? 20% of your trading profit, not of your capital. So if you make $10, RoyalQ will put all the $10 into your Binance, because in the API, RoyalQ cannot access your funds. So it will charge you 20%, which basically means, as gentlemen, it will charge you $2. And on these $2 that it will charge you, it will come back to me and say, Julius, you are the one who introduced Leader Roreda. Now, on every fuel that we are charging Leader Raider the $2 whenever he makes $10, we shall give you 20% of the $10, which means they'll get 20% of the $2, ladies and gentlemen, and basically and purely, I'll be able to get my $0.4 whenever Leader Raider makes $20, makes $10. So this was really exciting to me because I found that how much money can Leader Raider make a day? It was inevitable. I didn't know how much, but on every profit that Leader Raider will make, I'll be paid a very little penny. And if I would have a team of so many people, I would be making more money. So I got to know that once you start as a V1, you can explode, magnificently grow your team by making the following conditions. 1, share your link with a few friends, that is 1, 2, and 3. And immediately you share with the 3, remember, each one you share with, you will receive $30, $30, $30, $30. And when you share the 3, I usually tell my friends, although the system says 3, always share with 4. And why 4, Julius? When you share with 4 friends, your goal is to make sure that this one, you get $30, $30, $30, $30, which makes back your return capital of $20. That's why I tell all of my friends that once someone joins your team, your goal is to help them use our ABC rule successful formula to introduce 4 of their friends. They get back their 120. And if you help each of the 4 bring 4 friends, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have a total of 20 people in your team, and now you'll become a V2. Now, what are the benefits of V2? This was so sweet and nice. And when I understood this, in only 9 days, I had become a V2 in the business, and I started making $100 from other people's trading profits. Ladies and gentlemen, how did this happen? When you become a V2, everybody now that you personally bring in the business, you get paid $40. That is how sweet and nice it is. And the people you basically personally introduced in the business, as a V1, you are earning 20% of their trade profits, but now you'll be earning 30% of their trade profits. Now, that really didn't make sense to me. What made magnificent sense to me was that when I introduced Peter, and Peter introduces Andrew, yes, Peter will be paid their $30. But me as a V2, I will receive $10. And this goes up to infinity. It doesn't matter who brings, anybody will bring, but is still under your team, ladies and gentlemen, you will be making $10, $10, $10. That's why at first, when I started the business, I called them the popcorns. I'm sure people say, but Julius, why did you call them the popcorns? I usually imagine that when a saucepan is covered with popcorns, they keep on pom. So once you become a V2, it becomes aggressive. It becomes $10, $10, $10, $10. The popcorns are pumping up out of the saucepan. The money is too much. It's really very, very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, now why should you remain a V2? Yet, the more you rank up, the more you bank up. The more you rank up, the more you bank up. The next rank is the V3 rank. This is one of its sweetest. Why? Because for you to become a V3 is simple. On the 4 friends you brought directly under you, help 3 of them become V2, ladies and gentlemen. Help 3 of them become V2. And once they become V2, you become V3. Now, one of the sweetest things I loved about the business, I introduce Anita. Anita introduces Peter. Then Peter introduces Anita. Now, Peter is slow, Anita is slow, and Andrew becomes a V2. I'll still be able to become a V3 if also here I have another V2 and another V2. So I'll become a V3. Why? Royal Q doesn't care about your directs. It cares about the line. So any V2 that, although this V2 is under 10 people, and he gets 20 people under him with 3 brought by him, becomes a V2, and you basically become a V3 with a total of 100 people. Now the benefits are sweeter. Now once you share your link, you make $40. You make 40% from the people you personally brought directly in the business. Now, this business is sweet. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, after you have become a V3, the people you will personally speak to about the business, you make $50. But the people that you will bring in the business, whoever they bring up to infinity, you make $20. In this other line that was a V2 now, anybody they bring, they will make their $40 as V2s. But the people that will join under their lines, gentlemen, you'll be making $10. This goes up to infinity. Now, Royal Q doesn't stop here on V3. It says, as a V3, this person that joined your team as V1, whenever they make profit, you will share 20%. And these people that are coming from the V2 leg, whenever their people make profit on everybody, you share 10%. It's so sweet and nice. Now, Royal Q also looked at another side and said, all right, what about when it comes to a time you were V3 here and you basically have a V3 in your team? Royal Q says you will still be benefiting from their team on their trade profits, on the gas fees that they share. 10% of that will always be yours because you're on the same rank. It keeps on jumping and amazingly keeps on growing to V4. It keeps on increasing, ladies and gentlemen. Your profitability keeps on increasing to V5. But the business, the game changer is the V6 rank, ladies and gentlemen. And we have seen in the history, people who are really basic and purely have made over $1 million in this opportunity. So when you become a V6, you need 3 V5s in your team, and everybody you bring direct, you make $70. You find that from their gas fees that they pay, you earn 60%. That's not enough. Anybody who joins as a V1, you make $40 from their team. Anybody that comes from a V2 line, you make $30. Anybody that comes from the V3 line, you make $20. Anybody that comes from a V4 line, you make $10. And anybody that comes from a V5 line, you make $5. Also, the sharing of their profits from their gas fees is significant. But what makes Royal Q V6 rank exceptional? Royal Q says, on every activation that will be done in Royal Q will keep aside $10 and share this among the V6 every single day. Royal Q says, on the fuel fee that it collects, when it has shared with the whole team, it will still keep aside 10% and share this among the V6 every start of the month. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of what is it in for us. Now, I want to take you through the last part of our session tonight. The last part of our session tonight is one of the mind-blowing applications that has ever been developed in the whole world. I want to take you through the 2 major ways on how you rock it up with your Royal Q application. The first way I want to show you is when you decide that you have activated your robot. Which type of trader do you want to use your robot in this case? And so allow me share with you these different, so that you can be able to make a decision about which type of a trader you really basically and purely you want to be. All right, just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, so that I expound a little bit more about this amazing amazing application that I have never, since I was born, never found something that is equal or just even next to it. My question is, what is your income goal? And let us take you through a step-by-step process. So what is your income goal, ladies and gentlemen? Have you been suffering financially? What is your income goal? Now, let me guide you. Let us guide you as Team Eagles International through these different ways you can use your robot. I'm going to start with the first way. And the first way is you decide to become a passive earner. And as a passive earner, you earn by letting the robot trade long term. You trade by deciding that you will make between 5% to 10% every single month. And then how do you provide such instructions? All right, so basically, I'll start from a passive trader, I'll go to a solo trader, I'll go to a circle trader, and I'll wind up by becoming a team trader. Beautiful. Without experience into the application, you can decide, ladies and gentlemen, to be a passive trader. And what does it take to become a passive trader, ladies and gentlemen? LoyalQ has built a circle of amazing traders that pass through a certain criteria to become traders. And these people have experience into the crypto market space. These people have experience into trading financial markets. And what do? You sync their strategy and follow what they do. Follow their strategy and you make profit. As simple as that. But still, as Team Eagles International, we have also come up with our own trading strategy that is based on the mathematics of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And this is, let me take you through this short strategy. Now, on our passive trading strategy, we have basically and purely divided into two major parts. And our first major part is what we call trading using the cycle. Now, like the word says, it is a cycle. A cycle is something that continues to happen time over time. The robot keeps on buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, continuously for a very long period of time. And as Team Eagles International, through all the coins that LoyalQ has speculated for us to trade, we have basically and purely looked at three major coins. We have looked at, ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum as our #1 cryptocurrency that you can trade on the cycle with the following reasons. According to the previous statistics that have been done, ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum shows that it has over 401 projects that are being actively worked on with the transactions every single day. And because of this, it makes it the #1 highly developed cryptocurrency project all over the world. And because of this fact, because it has amazing usability, we as Team Eagles International, we recommend this particular coin. Now, what is the first step after recommending the coin for you? We shall get into our LoyalQ and basically look for Ethereum. And here we come with this coin called Ethereum. And immediately we look at Ethereum. We want to look at the current price of Ethereum. And so, why do we look at the current price of Ethereum? We want to prepare for the uncertainty. As Team Eagles International, with different leaders, we have the top leader of Team Fort International on this call. We have the top leader of LoyalQ International on this call. We have the top leader of the robot team members on this call. We have the top leader of Robot Masters on this team. We have the top leader of LoyalQ Survivors on this team. We have the top leader of Galaxy International Crypto Academy on this call. We have different top leaders from different teams all over the world. But once we come in one umbrella of Team Eagles International, we have been able to see, ladies and gentlemen, that we want to prepare for the uncertainty. And what do we look at on a cycle? We look at on these two directions of the market. The market moves down and also the market moves up. And so we say, when we are looking at the upward movement, it's an automatic take of profit, but we want to prepare when the market is moving down. And so we have sat down and provided settings that cater for 53% dip in the market. 53% dip in the market. And we say, all right, what is the current price of Ethereum? And after we have been able to get it, what are we going to say? We are going to go to our simple calculator and say, all right, the current price is $1,668. And we want to prepare ourselves to keep buying and selling Ethereum until Ethereum gets to 53% dip, which makes Ethereum to move up to $783. And this in our mind, according to the usability, ladies and gentlemen, our funds are 85 to 90% safe. Now, what do? We get into the market and we go to our trading strategy that we have been able to put up for these three different coins that we have for ourselves today. And here is our Ethereum trading strategy on a cycle. Now, since it caters for 53% dip, our margin calls are 18. The number of times we want a robot to keep buying and selling are 18, and they cater for 53% dip from the current price. Beautiful and nice. Our take profit is 0.1. Now, why is our take profit 0.1? We understand that we are going to provide our instructions once the market rises by 1.3 and the market tries to go down by 0.1, a robot will sell. But since we are dealing with an artificial intelligent robot, oh my God, this is magnificent. It's something of its own caliber. Why? Because the robot says, we shall monitor and track the market. And if the market has momentum to deliver over the 1.5%, we shall keep going 10%. We shall keep going 20% until the market tries to drop down by 0.1, and that's when we shall sell. So this is just the minimum. But the robot, since it's artificially intelligent, it can give us more than that. Having explained that, now let's go to the mathematics of the game. And this is how our money is being invested in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I found an application that helps you to manage your funds. At first, when I was invited into cryptocurrency, I could just personally get into the market with my $200 and buy Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin at that time was around $50,000. I buy BTC at $50,000 and instantly BTC starts going down and it comes where it is today at $21,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to wait. I don't know how many years it will take for BTC to move from 50,000, from 21,000 back to 50,000 for me to make profit. So I found an application that says, Julius, wait. If you have your $1,000, don't put all your $1,000 once in the market. We want to keep investing it little by little by little until you are profiting as you are investing. If you are still following, give me some thumbs up because I'm about to end the first part to go to the last part of our Zoom tonight. If you are following, give me some thumbs up. If you are learning, give me some thumbs up. If you are picking some amazing nuggets, and if you are not yet part of this Royal Q application, I want to just request you to get back the person who invited you and let's roll and rock this together. Ladies and gentlemen, these margin calls, this system, if you are new, you don't need to know about anything. Why? Because the person has invited you here is going to take you through these steps for free, and the robot will instantly get to work. Now, I just want to show you the simple mathematics. So if I have my $1,000, right, I'll say, I want my robot to go into the market with around, let me say, $76 as its first buying amount. Now, it will not put $76 into the market, the robot will multiply this by 0.67 artificially intelligently, and instead of putting $76, it will put $50. Now 50 times the number of margin calls, which are 18, it gets us to $916 plus the $76, gentlemen, which takes us to a capital of $992 with a balance of $8. Now, since we have $1,000, so 76 times 0.67, our multiple buying ratio, every time the robot will be going into the market, it will be investing $50. Every time. How many times, ladies and gentlemen? 18 times. Now, our take profit is basically 1.3%, which means whenever the robot will be going into the market, it will be giving us little profits, 0.6196. So whenever it goes in the market, it buys and it sells, it gives us 0.66196. Whenever it goes in the market, it buys, the market rises, gives us 0.6. It can do this a minimum of 10 times in a bad day. A minimum of 10 times in a bad day. And it can do this on an average of 35 times in a day, ladies and gentlemen. Without you doing anything, without you sleeping on the market, without you analyzing the market, you will sleep comfortably with $23. Or if it is minimal, if I take the average of $6 in a day and multiply this by 30 days, ladies and gentlemen, in a month, it is a couple of $198 in 30 days. Hello? Which bank, ladies and gentlemen, which non-return on investment company can give you that return? Are we still together, ladies and gentlemen? Are we still together, ladies and gentlemen? If you are still following, give me some thumbs up. Now, with your $1,000, without having experience into the crypto market space, without you analyzing the market, ladies and gentlemen, you can powerly and purely trade comfortably. Now, what if the market is stronger? 76 times 0.67, that is 50 times 1.3%, which is this. What if the market is stronger 35 times in a day for, let me say, 30 days? It gives you $695. That is even more than 50% of your capital. And ladies and gentlemen, as Royal Q, we believe that when the market is very bad, you'll make 10% of your capital in a month. When the market is good on a cycle, you'll make over 50% of your capital in a month. And that's when you decide to be a passive trader and you don't want to use the copy traders provided. Ladies and gentlemen, because the robot keeps on buying and selling, this is how the robot works. It buys, it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys, it sells. When it reaches the top, it buys. When it comes down, it keeps on now buying as the market is coming down. Now, what has Royal Q improved? On its setting, it has put a parameter we call highest first price. Now, for example, maybe I'm trading BNB, Ethereum, and I say, yes, my robot is buying and selling, but let it get into the market again, let it buy after it has sold all the 18 margin calls. Let my robot not buy again unless Ethereum is, let me say, at $1,000. And the coin will get neutral. It will wait until the market will come down to $1,000, and that's when the robot will buy again. So this basically and purely, in our new trading cycle strategy, gets you off from your trade being on red and keeps it on the neutral once the robot has sold everything. How sweet is that? Now, that is basic and pure, ladies and gentlemen, for the cycle trade. I want to go to the last way of trading that I want to talk about in the next 10 minutes. And this is when you decide to be a solo trader. Now, as a solo trader, the word says solo, you personally get involved into looking at which coin you want to pick. This is very good and sweet for people who don't have good capital. Why? Because it gives them power to grow their capital at a very terrific speed. Now, as a team, we have come up with a system to help you know which coin you can pick and when. And this system sits on you joining our business, and we introduce to you to what we call our trading strategy of using the TradingView application. Now, the question would be, after you have had your TradingView application, do you need to be an expert in trading to pick a trade? The answer is a big no. Why? Because we have come up with a system, and this system basically has three sniper indicators that once they speak the same language, you get in and win the trade. So I'll tap on these two arrows and I'll sort this by percentage change, and let us pick the trade that's doing well to the one that is doing least in the market. And so we shall start with Atom. And what do we look at these three indicators? So I'll get this off. The three indicators you see in the screen are the EMA. When a candle forms above the EMA, once the stochastic RSI is pointing up, and either on these bars it is green, yellow, red, or blue. The auto FPR retracement lines that you see on the screen just help us to know our take profit. Now, basically, let me find one sweet trade for us today before we call it a day. Basically, Atom does not qualify. Why? Because the blue RSI is pointing down. Yes, the buy here, if we draw a line here, the buy is green, but this one is not making it, and it's above the EMA. So we shall look at another trade. Maybe let me change to the 4-hour time frame for significant results that I'm really needing here. All right, beautiful. Wow, Ethereum Classic is one of our amazing trades that we have right now. And we need to consider three factors. One, it should be a green candle above the line. It's a red candle here, which can change in the near future. So once it becomes a green candle, so we shall need to wait for this one to close first. So this would be a very good trade, but what is making it a no is because it is a red candle. So you need to check up this in the next 51 minutes. So we shall wait for this candle to close in the next 51 minutes. If you see them very clearly here, if you are new, you may not understand this, but once you get started, we shall help you. So this was a very good trade. This qualifies, this qualifies, this qualifies, but this one is not a green candle. So we shall wait for that candle to close. All right, for that candle to close, and we shall see if Ethereum Classic will be able to be a good trade to pick. Also, this one is a good trade, but it's a red candle. It must be a green candle on top here. So we shall wait. But the other factors are okay. One, green candle, it should be green, red, or yellow. The blue RSI is above, but it's also formed above the EMA, but the candle is not green. So we shall basically there first be a little bit more patient. Right, we shall go to Zinc. Wow, it was also a beautiful trade in the 4-hour time frame, but we shall still wait, ladies and gentlemen, for this candle to close. This one, this candle to close that one. Then we shall see if we are able to pick up that particular trade in the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so those are the 3 indicators we look for, and make sure we are dealing with a green candle so that we can have the right results. Most of these, we just need to check up them in the next 50 minutes. They look like to be sweet trades. So if you want our groups, I think very soon I'll be dropping in. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Okay, here is a very good example. So what do? We draw our vertical line. So we draw our vertical line. And then we draw our horizontal line. For those that love picking up trades, to get the current price, because these candles are speaking the same language. And already our auto FBR retracement lines are in play. So what we are gonna do is to measure our price range from the current price to the 38 line, which gives us our take profit to be 4.7%. If you have fear, you can take half of that, which is basically and purely 2.5 or 2.4 or 2.3%, and you will be having a winning trade. So our first trade today is Gala stroke USDT. As long as these are speaking the same language, ladies and gentlemen, you are good to go with that particular trade. So Gala can be able to give 2.5% this evening. The next trade we shall look at is IPC. This is not a very perfect trade for us tonight, not because the blue RSI is there, but the candle is red. Okay, GRT, we just look at our indicators. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Beautiful. All right. Okay, from the current price, we can wait for this candle to close, but basically it is moving up to 38. It will be moving up to 38, ladies and gentlemen. It will be moving up to 38. And so someone can take advantage for the next 47 minutes from now. I will not draw even a line because it's already speaking the same language. And from here, someone can take close to 2%. Close to 2% take profit. It will close up there. We look at another trade. Those are two, Gala. Then we have GRT. So you enter the current price. This is another beautiful trade. The two indicators, I just need to widen them a little bit. So basically and purely, this is what we teach you if you are interested in making 0.5 to 5% per day. We even don't stop here. We even go an extra mile, ladies and gentlemen. This one has oversold, but it shows some good performance. We basically teach you all this information for free. For free. Once you decide to get started into our team and make sure that we deliver you all this information for free without you being an expert in trading. Wow, this is another sweet trade. Or this is another sweet trade. It will be touching the 23 line in the next 45 minutes. And if you look at, if you could pick Wi-Fi, you pick Wi-Fi, you can take close to 1.2% guarantee is there for you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next 45 minutes. And if this candle closes above negative 23, then it will be able to deliver more profit, ladies and gentlemen, for the solo traders outside there. It can give you from here up to here, which is close to 2.7% take profit. So we have Wi-Fi, we have Gala, and we have, if I don't forget, we have YFI, we have Gala. Hope another coin I was able to share. All right, now this trade particularly, we are gonna wait whether this candle closes above the EMA line, which is this one here. And once it closes above, we shall draw our vertical line, and from the above the line, we are going to be moving. T-Fuel will be doing very, very well if it closes above that EMA, and it can give you 5%. If it closes above the EMA line, draw the horizontal line and enter from that current price. If it closes above this line, closes above here, then it will be moving up to here. So you need to wait for the next 44 minutes to see how T-Fuel will behave in the 4-hour time frame. Basically, at first for you seeing this, it looks hard, but once you join our team and you are willing to learn, you want that, you are very greedy, you love money so much, you really want to make it big time, you really want to explode your account, you want to make a lot of money, then you can take off the 5%, you can take off the 3%, you can take off the 4.9% every single day. I would love to come to the end of our call tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to come to the end of our call tonight and just request you to return back the person who has invited you here to take you through this amazing application robot and help you to get started. Thank you so much. Until we meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is basically a Thursday. And what I've talked about last night, tomorrow I'll be ready and available to take you through step by step. How do you download the TradingView application? What are the settings of this indicator? What are the settings of this indicator? And how do the three speak the same language? And I believe you will take advantage of the market and win big time. We even don't stop here. We give you signals for free to make sure that as you are learning, you are making the money. How sweet is this opportunity? One of its own kind all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, that gives you the power and the ability to maximize big profits. With that, I would love to come to the end of the call, and anybody who wants to get in touch with me, just get in touch with the person who invited you. Immediately, that person will basically and purely get in touch with me, ladies and gentlemen, and we shall help you one-on-one to make sure that you become a winner in this game of RoyalQ. As I come to the end, RoyalQ is one of the business I've never seen in the whole world that have given me the power and the ability to stay home with my family and be able, ladies and gentlemen, to help everybody all over the world live their dreams. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That marks